first, we had to get to Rhinebeck.
Trying to get through the security.
Security. Have to get dressed again. But I don't have a ticket. I have a seat request.
Because there's two Carolines, and they're confused.
Yes, we have the same name. That's her fault.
The computer doesn't understand.
No. So if I don't get to go to Rhinebeck and they do, I will be mad.
We'll let one
Okay,
Carolyn go.
we're on the way to find out.
All right, bye.
Hi.
We are on the plane, getting ready to leave. They're telling us to turn off electronics, so I guess we need to turn this off. Dad is way back there. So here we go. So here we are at the New York Sheep and Wool Festival. This is what it looked like the first day, but then this was the second day. Is that so gorgeous? And here are Dad and I walking into the festival. We had a great time. Look at how many people are there in the background. And the yarn, it was freaking crazy. But the biggest thing we liked was the sheep. We looked at lots and lots of sheep because, come on, let's face it, that's where we get all of our stuff from. There's goats as well as sheep, but we really like the sheep. All of these pictures of these gorgeous little sheep were taken by my mom. Isn't that beautiful? They're so cute. And the fleece on these things. Look at Dad and I's hands. Of course, you had to have the llamas. And Mom and I loved them so much, we wanted to be one. So far.
Rhinebeck is awesome.
Is it what you expected?
We haven't gotten 100 yards into this place, and I'm already overwhelmed. This is super. I can't wait to see the rest of it. Go.
I am amazed. It is much bigger than I was expecting, even though I knew it was going to be huge. I'm having a really hard time not buying everything I see. I thought I had a huge budget. I'm realizing now how limited it is because I want to buy all the things. I'm overwhelmed.
Here we are at Rhinebeck. It's much bigger and cooler and all than we expected. I finally got a cup of coffee, and this is peanut butter, chocolate, kind of like a Reese's on a bar.
What are we waiting on right here? Tell them about...
We're waiting to find out what makes cashmere cashmere. Hi, and I hope you have enjoyed all of the front-end Rhinebeck goodies. I have a lot more to say about all that and give you some good details. I am flying by the seat of my pants today. I don't have my notebook. I just have things scattered all around, so we'll just see how this goes. First of all, my cheeks are still a little pink. I still feel like I'm running fever, but I am at work today because I had several important meetings that I could not miss, and I'm feeling much better. My eyes are no longer swollen shut like they were yesterday morning from an allergy attack, so that's good. My energy level is this up. Emotionally, I'm up. Physically, about an 80%, I would say. But better than I was yesterday. You'll notice a few things different about my office, such as the fact that Basil is sitting on my head and that you are lifted up so that you are more at eye level with me. Those were some Mom and Dad things that they did while they came and visited with me and moved things around in my office. So I just want to say a shout out to them. And see, I left him. He's still on my head. Okay, so I don't have any idea what I want to talk about first. Knitting. Let's go with that first, shall we? Okay, so I didn't even grab one of the things. Oh, I guess I didn't have it with me. I cast on a pair of plain vanilla socks. That's what I took with me to Rhinebeck. That's all I brought with me to Rhinebeck because I'm making them knee length. So I knew that there would be, I'm not Laura. I can't knit a pair of knee length socks in 3 days. So I knew I would have plenty of time to work just on that. And I wanted something very mindless for the plane, and because I was doing a lot of visiting with Mom and Dad. I also got to teach Mom how to knit socks. She may have lost her religion a little bit while she was doing it because her stitches weren't working out the exact way she wanted to. But she recovered. All is good now. And her sock was coming along fabulously. So, Mom, you need to post pictures of your sock in the show it off thing on Ravelry. I'm just saying. So that's what I've been working on. Then, I realized when I got home from Rhinebeck that the Afghan square swap for the KnitGirlls was due Friday while I was at Rhinebeck, and I hadn't even cast it on. So I am so sorry to my partner, who won't even know who they are until they get this next week. But I am working on my square. It is a flying geese pattern of just pearls and knit, which is great because I can do it fast. I cast this on yesterday. And 2, it's exactly what the person wanted. This was one of the colors in their list, and they wanted something with no lace work or no baubles or anything. So pretty much just a plain stitch pattern. So this is what I picked. I hope they like it. And this is Frog Tree yarns in the Utopia, U as in E-U-W-E-W-E, sorry. It's kind of marled, so there's 2 pinks. One's much lighter than the other, and it does give an interesting definition to the square. So I'm halfway done with that, and I will get that finished up this weekend if I have time. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to make time and get that to my partner. I had bought the yarn like 2 months ago. I had bought all the goodies. I had them all ready to go, and then it went out of my head. So getting my Afghan square finished and done. Then Amy, I'm saying I'm so sorry. Amy is one of the people leading the fundraisers for a new child advocacy center that they are creating here in North Mississippi. And what this place does is it offers mental and physical resources and help for children of sexual abuse. That's basically what they focus on, is sexual abuse. And one of the things that they do that I think is so awesome is they provide the space and the resources and the people so that the child only has to tell their story once. And the police detectives, the psychologists, the social workers, they can all see the story at the same time. It also can be video recorded for use in courtroom testimony so that the child doesn't have to then face their attacker and repeat the story on the stand. So they have a lot of different resources, a lot of people coming together. They're trying to get this open here in North Mississippi to serve all of North Mississippi, Memphis area, beginning of January, so the beginning of the next year. So they're doing lots of fundraising right now. And I promised Amy that I would knit her some hats to give away at a silent auction raffle type thing that they're doing in December. So I cast on what was supposed to be a woman's adult slouchy sock hat. I'm trying to compare it to my head, not woman's. I still think I can get away with this because it's super cute. I love how it's striping. I'm just using some fairly cheap yarn. It's Premier Yarns Deborah Norville Serenity Sock Weight in the Paprika colorway. Very soft. Wool, bamboo, and nylon. Merino, wool, bamboo, and nylon is the content. So this will be auctioned off. I may put like a little embellishment or something on it, so it would be more for a little girl. I'll post my address and a link to the CAC's info page. If any of you feel the need to donate some knitted item that Amy can auction off for the CAC, please send it to me. I would be happy to give it to her and make sure that it gets to the right appropriate people and let you know how it went. Hand knit socks, hats, scarves, anything, a shawl, anything that you say, oh, I haven't found the right home for this, I have it, I'd love to get it to you, that would be awesome. Please feel under no obligation whatsoever to do that. But that would be very helpful because 100% of the profits go to the CAC. Everybody who works there except for the receptionist, one of the psychologists, and I think the director, very, very few people get paid. Everybody's volunteers. So the money is going directly to the resources to help the kids so that their families don't have to travel long distances. They don't have to pay for these resources. The children can get psychological counseling and stuff for free. So it's something that's very near and dear to my own heart. So I'm definitely going to be working on several items for that. And again, if you have anything that you would love to send my way to give to them to auction off, I would love it. But please don't feel under any obligation to do that. So that's all I'm working on right now. And we'll probably be working on Christmas knitting and donation items over the next few weeks. Okay, what else do I have? Let's go to a giveaway, shall we? We reached 500 members. When I checked earlier, we had 570. And I had a goal of reaching 500 before the end of the year. So we're so past that goal, which just makes me so happy. So I don't have it with me because I'm so unorganized today. But I found in my stash a gorgeous Barocco socks yarn that's in greens and blues, stripy yarn. If you look back on my project page, there is some Tonks yarn that's in, it's an opal yarn. And it's pinks and yellows and things like that. This is a very similar type of striping where some of the stripes are patterned and some of them are not. But it's not in the pinks and yellows, it's in blues and greens. So that's the first item. And then while I was at Rhinebeck, I got y'all a Yarn Diva pin. I got you some other pins too, I'll show you in a minute. But this is for the giveaway. So I've already done the random number generator. I'll post those pictures of the random number generator on the blog, or not the blog, on the Ravelry group. Winner number 1 for the sock yarn is Super Single Mom, number 19's entry. Yay! So, Super Single Mom, I did not look up your actual name, I'm so sorry. If you will send me a PM with your address and your full name, I will get you the sock yarn in the mail, probably Monday. Then I drew another one for our lovely Yarn Diva pin. And it just shocked me when I saw who won, because this is somebody who's won several times lately, and I'm just so excited for them. 20 Mama, number 3. So entry number 3, 20 Mama. Yay, you get the Yarn Diva pin. And as you may see in some of the photos and the video, this is the pin that was fashionably worn and shown off by my mother at Rhinebeck. Then, because I love telling you all, you're all winners. Anybody who submitted to the threads, there are 39 of you. Thank you so much. There are 39 of you. If you have not already gotten a Girlfriends Knitting sticker, PM me your address and I'll send you one. So this is only for the people who entered the Yay for 500 prize drawing. PM me your address. I will send you a sticker. So everybody's a winner. I love doing that. And I don't get to do that often, so. Second giveaway, our Sock-tober is almost up. I will cut it off next Wednesday on the 31st. That is next Wednesday, I believe. And then my recording will be on Thursday, as it usually is. Sorry, it's on Friday today because I was sick yesterday. But I did find Rhinebeck Awesomeness for the Sock-tober giveaway. I'm so in love with this, I'm having a really hard time giving it away. But my mother and I searched high and low, and this was it. So, Madeline Tosh. Oh! If you're in love with Madeline Tosh, you might want to get you some socks finished. Doesn't matter when you started them, as long as they get finished and have an October theme of some sort. And can you see the colors? Okay, if you think back to the pictures that I put at the beginning of the show of Rhinebeck, this should be called the Rhinebeck colorway. It is the autumn Rhinebeck. It's actually called Magnolia Leaf. And it's 100% superwash merino, fingering weight, 220 yards. Sock yarn, because it's Sock-tober. You have to have sock yarn. But it's not doing it justice. It is like this golden reddish goodness. It is literally the colors of the autumn trees at Rhinebeck. If I could have afforded to buy you each one, I would have, because this is awesome. And I did not even buy me one. I should have bought me one too. But I was going to send a shout out to where I got this. You've actually heard this place mentioned before if you watch the KnitGirlls Rhinebeck episode. Because Mom and I were walking around and we saw this yarn and that's it. And so I went up to the lady and I bought it and I told her what I was going to do with it. And she was very excited. And she says, you've got to go into town. She said, I'm actually local here to Rhinebeck. It's Rhinebeck yarn. I know, Madeline is not Rhinebeck. But the lady who I bought it from is Rhinebeck local. And she says, my husband and I run a 5 and Dime. Does this sound familiar? At Rhinebeck in their downtown. She could go by there, talk to my husband, tell him you met me. And she said, she looked at my dad and she said, and they have stuff for men because it's a 5 and Dime. So we said, okay, we'll go. So we left and we went to Stickle's. Yes, you've heard that name before. In downtown Rhinebeck. It's a little 5 and Dime, and at the back is the knitting garage at Stickle's. Cute little yarn shop. And I'm standing there like a complete idiot that I am, right? And this guy is standing next to me. He's a guy. And I'm oohing and eyeing at all of the gorgeous yarn that is there. And I turn around and I see this guy. And, oh, excuse me. And I walk on by. But I happened to notice what he was wearing because you can't miss what he was wearing. He was wearing knitted green shorts. Yes. Move ahead in time. I'm visiting with Diane of the Knittables at the airport as we're all heading home. And she says, did you happen to run into Stephen West? And I said, no, I can't believe I missed Stephen West. So she pulls out the picture of S.O. Waters, Stephen West, there's another guy that I don't know, and then Darren of Knitting in Circles. And she says, see, I did run into Stephen West. Literally. I ran into him. So there you go. Al Stickles, the Knitting Garage. Thank you, lovely Stickles. I love it. I know y'all will love it too. And it comes with a Stephen West story. Isn't that awesome? So, this is the first thing. I got 2 other things at Rhinebeck, just little bitty tiny things to give away for Sock-tober. You can never have too many socks. Because that is just too true. And then, life's too short for plain white socks. Okay, so, giving these 2 away, separately, of course. Awesome yarn. It's so soft. Okay, so that's what we're giving away next week. So if you have not yet entered the lovely Sock-tober giveaway, please do so. We have several. We have like 40-something already entered, so go and do that. Rhinebeck goodness. I'm just going to show you a picture because if I sat here and went through all that I bought, because I went crazy and it was so fun, we would be here for an hour plus, and I try to keep my podcast in the 20 to 30 minute range, and so it's just, I know. So I'm going to show you a picture. I got over 2 pounds of fiber, 5+ skeins of yarn, the Fleece and Fiber source book, because Dad and I decided we needed to research sheep. We're crazy like that. We like learning, and that's where I get it from. So we had to do that. My parents bought me my Christmas present. Okay, I'm so freaking excited. And I'll show you a picture of it too. They bought me a woolly winder for my wheel. I was so excited. I just cannot tell you. So I got my early Christmas present from my awesome parents. So it is at home on our lovely ladybug. I have been spinning away on that 2 pounds of fiber. I didn't do much yesterday because I wasn't allowed off the couch yesterday. But I have been spinning away on my gorgeous woolly winder. I can't wait. What else? Oh, I got a wraps per inch tool because for some reason I didn't have one. And if I'm doing lots of spinning, I need a wraps per inch tool. I think that maybe, oh no, it's not. I've even got it sitting here because this was one of the things I wanted to show you. Okay. And for whatever reason, I do not have her name, the artist's name, on any of these. But these, you've seen them on Round the Twist with Karen. You've seen them lots of places. They are awesome. And I bought 3. One is Mom's Christmas present, and she already has it with her. It is called You and I. You is in E-W-E, you. And it's a little sheep holding a little eyeball. And I bought it for my mom because that's her babies. I'm all about the sheep, the sheepy goodness. And my brother is a veterinary eye surgeon. So he like works on sheep's eyes. Probably not. He probably does dogs and cats. But you get my, he could. Is that not perfect? That's her 2 babies. But then I had to buy some for me too because it's awesome. Okay, so this is stashed away. How cute. And then because I am a Harry Potter fanatic, it's Harry Potter. Is that not awesome? Okay, so I'm going to frame those and put them in my craft room because it's awesome. Okay. Deep breath. Long episode, but y'all knew it was going to be long. Y'all asked for it to be long, so that's okay. So I talked about the knitting garage. Where were the lemurs? Okay, so we thought through every barn, through everything. My parents and I had a blast. And then I'm watching the KnitGirll's Rhinebeck Roundup, and they saw lemurs. So didn't see the lemurs. But not only did I see an amazing list of podcasters and meet some awesome people, which I will talk about in just a second, we saw sheep-dog trials. It was awesome. It was a little demonstration. The little lady had her little border collies out there running the sheep. And y'all are going to laugh at me, but I've got to show you this because it was hilarious. It would probably be more hilarious watching me demonstrate this dog's actions than it was watching the dog himself, but anyway. Okay. The woman said, yes, that dog is good, but this dog has the stare. She said, you'll know it when you see it. So she lets the dog out of his little kennel. He sees the sheep, and he immediately focused on the sheep. He had that stare. So we were laughing at that. So he starts, and he's going towards the sheep with his little stare. Then she says, easy now. So he starts going slower. And then she says, you need to go slower. So he's going really slow. I mean, I'm talking, like, his paw would just, I mean, you could see it just slow. I've never seen a dog move that slow. It was awesome. So we had a blast watching the sheepdogs. We talked to the sheep farmers. We watched them shear the sheep. We bought 2.5 pounds of fiber. It was great. So, at the podcaster meetup, I ran into all of these podcasters. Can you even see? So we've got 90% knitting, Round the Twist with Karen, Knitting in Circles with Amy and Darren, Knittables with Diane, Knit Pearl Girl with Carrie, Hollywood Knitter, What You Swatchin'? Emily came up and gave you a big hug. Knit One, Heart Two, Subway Knits. No, I'm not done. I just hadn't put them all on there yet. Knitting Blooms, and I kept her separate because she gave us a Lolo bar sample. Well, you can't see it, but isn't that awesome? So I got that. Then, Into the World. Into the, yeah, it's a W-H-I-R. It's giving away buttons. Yes, I bought Into the World fiber and yarn. And little Into the World
You see, you can write your stuff on the back after you spin it and tag your fiber. Isn't that awesome? Just giving it away. So that was something else that I got. It was super great. So I just absolutely adored seeing all these people. In addition, I ran into twice and hung out with quite a bit. 2 of the 3 stitches. So Michelle and Katie Jo. And Jackie was walking around with them the whole time. And so I saw them several times. I ran into Little Rhea Hen. And if I'm saying your Ravelry name wrong, I'm sorry. We talked quite a bit. Hugged all over Amy and Darren because they are just super, super sweet people. Saw Diane several times. I did see the KnitGirlls, but as I walked up to both of them, because they know me from we're local to each other. But as I walked up to them, both of them, I walked up to them separately. They both were like turning to someone next and saying, "This is my last button." So I, gave them a hug, say hi, how you doing? And then I saw the other one and walked over there, and literally, again, as I walked up, handed the button, "Oh, this is my last one." But anyway, I'm going to SSK, so I will see them many, many times. Another person I saw and met was Steph of Loop, who is now a member on RAF. Super sweet that one of the pictures is of me saying hi to Steph. She is just so awesome. I had many other people come up to me. I gave away over 50 stickers. Had many people come up to me, give me a hug, tell me hi. Please forgive me if your name did not stick out to me and I did not mention you. I feel very bad for not mentioning you, but the ones that stuck out to me, the ones that I actually sat and chatted with quite a bit instead of, "Oh, hey, how are you doing? Oh, that's sweet." And then I walked on to somebody else. There were so many people. There was no way you could know everybody's name. So even though you introduced yourself to thousands of people, it was unreal. At the podcaster meetup, it was on a hill. There had to be 200 or 300 people up there. It was crazy. So forgive me if you came and introduced yourself. One lady told me that she watched me because she liked my accent. I thought that was hilarious. I loved that. But her name just is not in my head. So thank you so much for all of you that came up and said hi. I loved meeting you all. I don't even know what else to say. Oh, wait, I do, because it's sitting right here. Fiber Nymph was giving out yarn. Look at the little mini skein of Bounce in Buttercup. All I can say is, if you get a chance to go. It was awesome. I hope y'all enjoyed my Rhinebeck Roundup. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.